Good morning, everyone. Colleen here from Healthy, Happy, Abundant Life. And today I'm going to be speaking to you about one of my favorite essential oils, and I've got her here, is lavender. So I love that it even comes in this beautiful little purple label, which pretty much sums up that feeling that lavender gives us. And it's all about calming and soothing and relieving tension. It's been used in ancient times. That's kind of its primary purpose. It's one of the essential oils that a lot of people seem to know a little bit about, or they've had some exposure to it. There's a lot of lavender fragrancy products on the marketplace, but there's a big difference between a pure lavender essential oil and those fragrances. So something to be very aware of. doTerra does have a pure 100% essential oil in their lavender blend. It is sourced from France. There's about 45 different species of lavender, and doTerra has chosen the one specifically they're looking for chemical constituents in it. And this one can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. So it's one of your oils that can be used the 3 ways if you so desire to use it that way. So there's a bit of a phrase out there, when in doubt use frankincense. It's also known as when in doubt use lavender. It's known as also as poor man's frankincense. So there's lots of different ways that we can use it in our homes and to support our lives and our family, and I'm going to just go through a few of them briefly, hopefully, today. So lavender can impact with our body systems, the cardiovascular system, emotional balance, skin, and the nervous system. So one of the ways that I like to have it is in a diffuser, really great for helping to kind of bring calm to the home. I know we've got quite busy lives and busy families, so it's a great one to use throughout the day. It doesn't have to be just one that you use in the evening, just to promote a sense of calm in the house. So during the day, I like to pair it up with wild orange. And I know we spoke a little bit earlier in the week about wild orange, so that's a good combination in a diffuser. Or you can also make up a little roller ball for yourself and just put a few drops of lavender and wild orange and then some fractionated coconut oil in a roller ball. Carry that around with you in your handbag during the day to promote that sense of calm and well-being, to help relieve tension a little bit on the temples, behind the ears. Neck and shoulder is another great way just to relieve. That tends to be a lot of the areas that we hold the tension in our body. So just a great way to just promote that. And something as simple as just taking the lid off and inhaling the aroma. I like to do 3 deep breaths. That's enough to get the body out of flight and fight, which we tend to be in a lot of the day with our to-do lists and our deadlines and, you know, rushing around trying to get all of our jobs and our responsibilities done. And we want to get that body out of that and into that rest and digest. So 3 deep breaths along with the aroma is a great way just to help bring the body a little bit more grounded, a little bit more calmer. We want to still that mental chatter. We want to kind of get our emotions a little bit more grounded, a little bit more centered and stable. So instead of going down that downward spiral when we're getting a little bit overwhelmed or challenged, lavender is a great one to reach for to help us get a little bit more calm and centered. In the house, I like to put it in a little bit of a spray bottle. So you can get these from Aroma Tools, or there's several groups, Facebook groups online where you can get essential oil accessories. Just pop a little bit of Epsom salt in the bottom, put your lavender essential oil, and then fill up the rest with water. And you can use that to spray your bed sheets or your pillow slips. So really great for your kids' rooms. And I will also upcycle my old lavender bottle. So on this one, I've just put a little spray cap on it. Again, same thing. So I keep, this one particularly is in the laundry, and I use that to help get rid of some of the wrinkles in fabric. So you can give your shirts or your bed sheets even a little bit of a spray on that, and it just helps relax the fabric. I'm not a big one for ironing. And the other reason I keep lavender in the laundry is I've got my dryer balls. So you can get them online or just make them up yourself. They're just wool balls. Put a couple drops on, pop them in the dryer, and then they're good to go. Great with the sheets and the towels, and just helping the clothes smell a little bit fresher. So for kind of smelly places in the home, so whether that's like gym bags or like as a room deodorizer in the bathroom, I'll put lavender and melaleuca and wild orange in a spray bottle. So that's a great one to use to help neutralize some of the odors. You can use it in bath salts at the end of the day too. So I just keep my bath salts in the bathtub, or we have like a foot scrub, and you can just put a few drops of lavender in there. Great for kind of soothing the body, especially even like sore muscles. I've been doing an 8-week challenge, so it's been a really great one to use for that. And if you don't have a bath, you can just do a few drops on your the floor of your shower, and then the aroma is going to come up once that water hits that. So that's another great way to kind of calm the body and still the mind at the end of the day. In a diffuser, one of my favorite ones at night to use is Breathe or Easy Air, along with some lavender. So just a couple of drops of each. We already talked about the stress release one, so wild orange and lavender. And even in your diffuser, you can use that combination of the lavender, the wild orange, and the melaleuca. So like as that room freshener aroma. And then balance and lavender is another great combination to help really kind of ground and calm at the same time. So balance is another one we spoke about earlier in the week. And really good, you can use this in cooking as well. So think baking, marinades, chocolate, lavender teas. There's stacks of recipes online, so I have a little bit of fun and play with that. What else? Oh, it's the oil of communication from an emotional perspective. So it's also my go-to one if I know that I have a conversation that needs to be had that might be a little bit challenging, and I want to just make sure that I'm, coming from the heart, communicating effectively and clearly. So a little bit of lavender, fractionated coconut oil, I'll just pop it on the throat, rub my hands together, 3 deep breaths to really get myself centered and grounded for those kinds of conversations. So making sure that I've got that happening clearly and effectively. And anything skin too, soothing to the skin. So it's something we keep in our camping, or if we're going anywhere outdoors. So for any kind of skin irritations, bites, burns, scrapes, any of that kind of thing. Again, diluting with fractionated coconut oil, diluted appropriately for the age of the person that you're putting it on. Or you can put it in a bottle like this as well too, with fractionated coconut oil and the lavender. Sometimes I'll put a bit of melaleuca in there too if I've had a little bit too much sun. So that's another really great way to be able to use your lavender. And then one that I came across the other day, which I was a little bit surprised and it was unexpected. I was hiking, doing a challenge with a group of friends, and I grabbed one of the trees as I was kind of slid down the side, and I ended up with a little bit of splinter in my hand. So just put a little bit of lavender on that, and it helped draw out the splinter, and it helped heal up the little puncture wound inside at the same time. So that was a good one to find out as well. So hope I gave you a few ideas about how to use lavender. There's so many different ways. Have a bit of a play, enjoy, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye for now, everyone.